the question of ring rust was there after being out of the ring for so long, and so far he's looking good, isn't he?
Yeah, well, as I said, someone with that amateur pedigree and coming from Fox's gym, you know he's tough, you know he's going to be a workhorse. So he had a great amateur career, and he's obviously had really good quality sparring, as you mentioned as well. He's got Adam Wills in his corner, who's coaching him with Dale Phillips, and he's definitely got a good team behind him, and it's showing in his performance so far. And he's got good support in the crowd too.
Yeah, but what I'm seeing so far in this fight, again, both fighters are having their moments, but I think that Clint Hosking is having more good moments with landing more punches and a bit of speed as well, and good movement. It's attributing to that. And again, Blader's covering up like these sort of moments now, and the body shots and him going up top is working well for him tonight against this durable character.
Yeah, Blader's just happy to sort of cop the punches, which is what you're saying. When Clint's throwing the punches at him, he's sort of just happy to put the gloves up and block it. And he's not countering enough, so that's what's giving Clint time to get away. He's just happy to catch the punch on the gloves, and then by the time he's ready to do something, Clint's gone, just like he's gone there. So when you see Clint fight, he's throwing the punches, Blader just puts the gloves up, and he's got to try to counter so that he can try to stop Clint just coming in.
Been a free-flowing fight as well. I said we see again one of the best in the business, and Gary Ingraham refereeing, but he hasn't really been needed this one to separate him. Like, you know, not tying up. They're keeping their distance and going to battle. And that's what we like to see in these sort of fights.
Yeah, well, this is good quality boxing, and I will say it's good quality reffing, because you know when they're a good ref when they're not getting involved in the fight. And Gary doesn't generally get involved in the fight unless obviously absolutely needed. Yep. So, but it's good quality boxing, this fight. I think Blader needs to take a trick out of Clint's book, and he can see he's starting to get frustrated. He's starting to rush in. He's not coming in behind his jab.
Coming in that last exchange, so
he's getting
nice
frustrated.
Punch there. Yeah.
He's really starting to get frustrated now that he's not scoring the way that he wanted to, and that's opening. Now he's just trying to come in with the one punch as opposed to setting the punches up, which he was doing early on in the fight.
Again, ahead of this co-main event is our feature bout of Thunderdome 30. Action Jackson England taking on El Matador Revo Ringkung. Looking forward to that one and seeing Action Jackson England back in action at Thunderdome once again.
I'm glad you got that last name right, mate.
I've been saying it all week, and it's probably the first time I stumbled on it. He did say it at the weigh-in last night as well. Looking forward to that one. As we come to the end of this round, and again, busy round for Hosking.
Another really good round there, Brett.
Yeah, 4 rounds in the books, and 2 scheduled to go if it goes the distance, which it is looking like that so far.
Yeah. We know that one punch can change a fight, but look, credit to both fighters at this stage. They both look like they're in really good shape. You know, they're taking the breath in the corner, but they certainly look like they're fit. So they've come here prepared and they're ready to go. But Clint's given him a handful of work, and Blader hasn't really answered those questions yet. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with 2 rounds to go, whether Blader comes a little bit more aggressive if he really wants to take this fight, or if Clint can stick to his game plan and keep just outboxing Blader, because that's what's starting to happen the longer this fight goes on.
When at the start of each round, it's like Blader's been sort of waiting for Hosking to throw the first punch, and he's been successful every time. It's like, you should be going after yourself.
Yeah, it was good to see Blader come forward there with a couple of jabs, at least to come forward, to give Clint something to look at before the big punches come. But it's just whether he can maintain that and stick to it, because Clint, you can see, he's very methodical, he's sticking to his game plan, and he's starting to set up those punches, and that's when they're coming.
A couple of punches got there through for Blader, but a lot of them covered up nicely by Hosking. See the crowd really get behind their local boy, and Clint the Hammer Hosking back in the ring, first time since 2015, and looking good so far through 4.5 rounds.
Yeah, well, looking over at both corners look like they're pretty confident. They don't seem to be too stressed out about anything that's happening. Blader's corner just looks like they're here for a picnic, actually.
She's always looking like that, Rosa.
Yeah, she's just quite relaxed.
She'll be in the corner of Runkung in the main event as well.
Yeah, I think she just knows, well, he can handle it. And as you said, Dale and Woolsey over there in the corner of Clint, they seem like they're pretty happy with their fighter too, that he's sticking to the game plan, which I think so far is getting him the decision.
Nice jabs there by the Hammer, Clint Hosking. And again, he's just more busier, and the longer the fight goes on, the fresher this guy looks. And credit to his fitness and his training camp.
Absolutely, because you would have thought that, you know, if there was to be ring rust, you'd think that it'd probably come out in the later rounds, which obviously would be coming up now and in the last round. So he's definitely looking for a home for that left foot to the body. So be interesting to see if he can hit it.
Lovely, nice counter there by the Hammer. And Runkan coming up next, warming up. But Blader, again, he's had his moments, but too few and far between for mine. He needs to go after him more if he really wants to get this victory. It's slowly slipping out of his gloves and his fingers.
Yeah. You can see those body shots from Clint are starting to have a bit of an effect as they swing on the ropes here. The Hitman.
The Hitman Johnson, welcome back to Thunderdome. Yeah. It's been about a year. Best in the business.
He takes some good photos, does the old Hitman photography. You can check them out.
I know, you've been in some of them.
Well, I don't know if mine were the best looking ones.
It's a nice punch in the round by Blader, but again, not enough to take the round from mine.
Yeah, he's not doing enough to win, obviously, the 3-minute round. Clint's certainly doing that. Look, he's obviously got to change up his game plan. He's got to try to get Clint to engage in the scrappy fight, because Clint's really worked him out with his distance. He's keeping really safe. He's only got one round to give it, so he looks fresh, he looks fit. You can see Springer just goes over to say, mate, this is the last round. Clint looks really calm, he looks really relaxed. He's done really, really well for his first fight back in such a long time. I've been really impressed with this.
Simple message should be, you are behind, you need a knockout if you want to win. But again, Hammer looks like he's really enjoying himself, and he wants to finish off the 6th and final round in a really high note and put a stamp on his comeback of sorts. But again, been out of the ring for a long time. It's great to see him back, and he's put on a really good performance here at Thunderdome 30.
Yeah, some of the viewers at home might not, you know, they like to see the big knockouts, which we all like to see too, don't get me wrong. We love to be involved in those, but this is really good boxing from Clint. You know, he's really outworked Blader. He
still might come.
Yeah. He's just really outworked him. He's got good range. He's set it up with his jab. His movement's been really good. He's hit those body shots. This is what he's done
for the most of his career. He grinds down his opponents and takes over in the later rounds, and exactly what he's done tonight.
It's the body shots there, Brett. It's, as you say, like I've said, people that know body shots, they know it's money in the bank. When you want to withdraw it later on, it's there to go, and Blader's hurt from some of those body shots, and they slow you down.
So landing really clean shots in this 6th and final round is Clint Hosking.
Yeah, Blader seems to be out of answers to the questions at the moment. You can see his movement's really slowed down. He's not really sure how to get in, and he's just going to take some big swings, but that's what he's going to need to do if he wants to catch Clint.
See Adam Mills looking intently in the background there. Look at him.
Yeah, Woolsey knows he's just cool, calm, and well, Woolsey's a cool, calm, and collected customer outside of the ring, but not not when he was in the ring.
I've been really impressive again how long the fight's gone, the better Clint Hosking has got.
Yeah, I agree with that, Brett. I think that a lot of people might have thought that, like you said, taking on a tough opponent and over 6 rounds, over such a long break, that, you know, he'd have grounds to give up or get tired or look sloppy, but he's been very sharp. He's been very clean. So credit to obviously Dale and credit to Woolsey for getting him in shape and ready to fight.
Closing stages of our co-main event of Thunderdome 30. Watching WTV. We're broadcasting live from the great Perth Metro City, one of the best venues in the world to view boxing, and the crowd here absolutely loving tonight's action. Clint the Hammer Hosking on his way to a good victory over the Reef Blader. That's on our unofficial scorecard. There's something seriously wrong if it goes the other way, that's for sure.
Yeah, you better be careful with it. We might get in trouble if we don't get the right decision, but it's going to be a unanimous decision surely, unless something dramatic happens in the next last 30 seconds of the fight or something like that.
That's a slip.
So,
that is a slip, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, unless something dramatic happens, well, they're 10 seconds. And Bladen knows that he comes hard, but he just hasn't got the answers to the questions he's been asked.
Great performance by Clint Hammer-Hosking and a lot of heart shown once again by the Blader Reef Blader. So credit to both fighters. And I'm looking forward to having a chat and see how, well, he's looking pretty fresh, but I'm pretty sure he's keen to have a chat to me as well.
Evening here at Thunderdome 30. We had 6 rounds of action in the lightweight division. Now we turn to the judges for their decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is unanimous. Your winner, the blue corner, Clint Hosking.